Imagine this, you walk into an Italian restaurant in New York, London or Buenos Aires. You order spaghetti bolognese, fettuccine Alfredo, chicken parm and a cappuccino after lunch. Delicious, right? But if you ordered the exact same things in Italy, you get some very confused looks. Because what the world calls Italian food is often not Italian at all. It's Italian-American, or Italian-Argentine, or Italian-Australian. Today, we're uncovering the hidden truth behind the food you love, and why it tastes so different from the real thing in Italy. Between 1880 and 1920, nearly 30 million Italians left Italy. Most came from the poor south, Naples, Sicily, Calabria. They arrived with almost nothing. But they brought their recipes. In Italy, food was simple, seasonal, and deeply regional. Meat was a luxury. Olive oil was expensive. Portions were small. Pasta was the primo, the first course, not the main event. But abroad, suddenly there was cheap meat, canned tomatoes, mountains of cheese, and sugar everywhere. Immigrants adapted recipes to what they could afford and to what the new countries wanted. Bigger, richer, bolder flavors. Take spaghetti bolognese, probably the most famous Italian dish in the world. It doesn't exist in Italy. In Bologna they make Ragù alla Bolognese, a slow-cooked meat sauce with beef, pork and sofrito. It simmers for hours, and they serve it with fresh tagliatelle, never spaghetti. Spaghetti bolognese? That's a 20th century British and American invention. Fettuccine Alfredo is actually 100% Italian, but not the way you know it. Chef Alfredo di Lelio created it in 1908 with just fresh fettuccine, lots of butter and Parmigiano Reggiano. That's it, no cream. In America, it evolved into a heavy cream sauce. The original is lighter, silkier, and all about the quality of the ingredients. Chicken parm? Pure Italian-American genius. You won't find it on menus in Italy. It comes from melanzane alla Parmigiana, fried eggplant layered with tomato sauce and cheese, a classic from the south. When immigrants reached the United States, chicken was cheap, so they swapped the eggplant for chicken breast. Pizza tells the same story. In Naples, thin crust, soft middle, puffy edges, and very few toppings. Cooked in 90 seconds. In America, thicker crust, sweeter sauce, endless toppings. It became a full meal instead of a quick street food. In Italy, you drink cappuccino only in the morning, before 11 AM. After that, espresso or nothing. Order a cappuccino at 3 PM in Rome and the barista will know you're a tourist, but they'll still smile and make it. So why does this matter? Because the food you love was created by ancestors who turned survival into celebration. Neither is wrong. One is authentic to Italy, the other is authentic to the Italian diaspora. Both still feed the world today. What's your favorite Italian dish that isn't actually Italian? Drop it in the comments. Hit subscribe for more stories. Grazie mille.